Hello gamers, SoftKitty99 here on the Creative Builds World, and we're back to finish off our church building. First thing I would like to do is to add some red carpeting to make like a processional walkway in the centre of the church. So I want to use the red carpet squares, starting from the door, fill the 3 wide aisle all the way down to the front to where the stage is, for where the sermons are to be spoken from and where the choir are located. I'm hoping that we can finish the church building in today's episode, so that brings that all the way to the front there. We need that to be extended to where the stairs are. On both sides. And I think that that there is just perfect, just like that. The end rods look quite like candles, and they can also be used for lighting purposes. I think what I would like to do is to add 2 end rods, just as you can see it's in line with the end of where this altar is on the stage. I want to put 2 tall like that, just so that it adds some lighting and acts like a candelabra type of decoration at the same time. We're going to want windows in the side of our church. I would like to add them in line with where the pews are. So if you follow the end of the pew to the wall, count up 1, 2 blocks, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tall. And I'm going to use white stained glass in these windows here. So you will have 2 blocks of the wall above the window and 2 blocks below the window. And I want you to do that in line with every pew. So we will do like that. There's the pew. Count up 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then there's 2 at the top. And do that in line with all of the pews on both sides of the church. And add the white glass into all of the holes. Do that on this side and do that on the opposite side here as well. And then for the altar and stage end of the church, you want to find the centre of the building and count up 2 above where the stage is. 1, 2. So this will be 1 block higher than where the windows start on the side of the building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tall. And I want you to knock out 2 on either side, so that the whole thing is 5 blocks wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And knock out further up. At the top here, I want the window to be curved slightly like this. I've knocked 1 too many blocks out, so let's pick that block back up and pop it in here. So see, you've got 1 block in the centre, and then it goes diagonally across by 1 at each side both times, so that you have that shaped, arched type of window there. See that? And then if you come 2 blocks across, 1, 2, and then knock 1 out, I want to make this window 3 wide. Now this time I only want it to go 6 tall, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and again I've done that wrong, 6 in the centre and 5 at the side, so it's 3 wide, 6 tall in the centre, 5 tall at the side. Do this on the opposite side. Let me do that again to be a little bit more clear for you. So 1, 2 blocks away from the main centre window, 3 blocks wide, take the edge up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the centre one by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that we've got that shape, which looks like a very traditional sort of church window design. Now for this one I want to make it a stained glass window as the feature point for the building. Now you can put in any colours you like and make any design you like, but I've been thinking about this a little bit. So what I thought I would do was to do a sort of stylized abstract design for a little scene. So what I'm going to use is the brown. I'm going to put 3 blocks across and then 2 above it. Let's do the mirror image in the opposite window. So the 3 blocks across the bottom and then 2 there. And in the centre I'm going to put blocks all the way across, and this one's not going to be mirrored. I'm just going to put 3 on the second row. I'm then going to move to the lime stained glass pane, and I'm going to put a block on top of each of the ones I've already got there. So the lime glass goes just on top of each of the top brown panes. So there's 3 there, we go across those, and then there's 2 there, we put that there. And we've got 2 here, and then 1 there. So you can see what we've got. I want to put like a sun design up here. I'm going to make that 2 blocks in the centre window here. And I'm going to want a sky, which I'm going to put around this and all the way across the top, so that the top 3 rows are filled in, and on the 2 side windows that will be the top 2 rows, so that the blue is at the same height. And once we've got that in, we can then decide whether we want to extend the sky further down or not. Right, I think what I will do is I will use the pink to represent foliage and maybe a sort of sunsetty design, and I'm going to fill in so that we've got 3 across in the centre and 1 down at the side there. And here I'm going to extend it across the top of where I have the green panes already, and 1 across there, and I'm going to add 1 more blue block in the side there. So in my head it's a sort of abstract landscape design, but we've made it as a stained glass window. I hope that you can see that quite clearly. Let me go down a little bit more so that you can see the colours a little bit more clearly. I'm going to finish doing the windows and then I'll be right back. Hello gamers, I've finished putting in the windows and I've added some lights. The lights are quite simply just a piece of spruce fence with a sea lantern on top of them. I've just spaced them out around the building to make sure there's enough light inside. So that's one side. I've put a lantern just above the doors in line with the ones by the windows, and there's the second side of the windows. And just so you can see it from the front, that's where we've got our stained glass window. So it's time to have a go at the roof. Because it's a big building, I don't want to go up by using the stairs all the way across, because if we use the stairs from here, as you can see, that would go up to be extremely tall on the sides. So what I would like to do is to use the half slabs. I'm going to use spruce. So if you put the half slabs over the edge of the building and extend it across by 1 like that, and then on the actual wall the half slabs will be flat across the build there, and then go up from there. So on the opposite side again, put the slabs at the side of the building and then on top of the wall like that, and extend 1 further across the edge of the building. Then we're going to want to use some more birchwood planks and fill in the centre here all the way across to there. And then on the sides here you're going to want to leave 2 blank spaces, and then put another row of the birch planks in all the way across, and leave 2 planks without putting any more on top of them. So you're coming in by 2 at each end every time you go up by a row. I think you can see what I mean. So you leave 2 at the side, and move up a row, leave 2 at the side, fill in with the planks, and leave 2 at the side, and then go up again, leave 2, fill in with the planks, and leave 2, and then go up, leave 2, and leave 2, which just leaves the centre one. Now we're not actually going to want that centre one, but we'll leave it there for the moment so we can see where the markers are. And this is how we're going to do it. We want to put the slabs going up half a slab each time. So the first one goes across on the front of the plank, and then the next one goes on top of it like this, so that you get the slabs going up half a slab at a time. Now in the centre section here, I'm going to put an upside down stair, and then we're going to have to replace that top block with 2 slabs to make a full plank, just like that. And then we come down the other side again, half a slab at a time, to make the roof shape. And then all of this is going to just need to be extended all the way across the building to the other side. On each of the rows as we go up. Now as you can see, there's a slight problem here because we have this So you have 2 choices here. You can change the birch planks to be spruce slabs, or you can choose to leave the little birch markers on the roof, which I don't particularly like leaving that there like that, but you can see the difference here. You have a slightly bigger section of spruce on the front wall if you do it that way. So it depends which way is going to make you happier for your final effect. So I'm going to do that, and then you want to extend all of these across the whole of the building. On the top, just like so. So that you get your roof all the way across your building. All the way across to the other side. And then the only other thing that isn't finished yet is the front porch here. Now for this one I am going to use the stairs. So on the top row of the wall we put the stairs coming forward and extend it by 1, and then on top of the wall we do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then on top we continue the same pattern up the wall to meet in the centre. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and put an upside down stair in the centre here, and using the half slab finish up the top of the porch. Go back to the stairs, come underneath and add in the upside down stairs where you can see them, and at the top there you want to add a full plank so that the whole thing squares off on top, so that it all looks nice and neat if you're stood underneath it, just like so. That is basically our church building. So I'll just finish off the roof and then I'll give you a quick final look at the building. And here we are back. I've now got a roof on my building, so you can have a quick look at the outside to see how it all looks once it's finished. I'm rather pleased with that myself. It's a nice modern wooden structure for your building. Now there's just one final detail that I think we might want on the front of the building. As you can see, we've got a nice big blank wall here. What I think we should have is 1, 2, 1 either side, and 1, 2, 3 more down, so that we have a nice big cross on the front of our building, so that everybody knows exactly what our building is. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. From SoftKitty99, goodbye and happy gaming!